Welcome to the front line, Rovers. If you have been sitting on your ass stride waiting for a massive meta shift, it is officially time to wake up. Today, we are taking a microscopic look at the latest early kit data for Lucilla. Kuro Games has completely thrown out the standard rulebook for this 5-star Glacio Rectifier. She is not just a basic sub-DPS. Her kit introduces an astronomical skill ceiling with a dual-stance combat system that fundamentally changes how you build your team compositions. Let us cut the fluff and dive straight into the technical mechanics of what makes Lucilla so dangerous. First, let me lay out her specific attack terminology so her rotations actually make sense. Her core basic attack is a 3-hit sequence called Snapshot. The flow of her combat is incredibly fluid, because if you perform a mid-air plunging attack or a dodge counter, it connects seamlessly right into the second hit of your Snapshot combo. However, the real execution barrier here is the focus ring. When reaching the third hit of Snapshot, or when casting her resonance skill, Illusion Freeze Frame, you trigger a precise timing minigame. Releasing the attack perfectly on the pointer casts a remarkable basic attack, or the Follow Light skill variant. Hitting this perfect timing is absolutely mandatory. It deals significantly higher Glacio damage, rapidly accelerates her Forte generation, and specifically for her skill, it grants a massive chunk of concerto energy while applying Glacio Chafe stacks to the enemy. Miss the timing? You get the lackluster or fill light variants, which heavily punish your overall rotation. To balance this demanding execution, her first inherent skill, Slow Motion, actually slows down time for surrounding enemies while you aim the focus ring. It also shreds the enemy's Glacio resistance or boosts the team's echo damage upon a perfect hit, heavily rewarding flawless gameplay. All of this precision feeds directly into her Forte Circuit economy. Lucilla manages 2 primary resources, impression points and photos, landing perfect attacks, skills, and her standard intro skill alongside its reminiscent state variant fills your impression gauge. Once capped, it automatically develops into a photo. You are essentially pre-farming your ammunition during your field time. Beyond combat, her Forte Circuit introduces a massive quality of life feature for open-world exploration. She possesses a unique glance photography state that lets you scan your environment to mark echoes, materials, and collectibles. With a single shutter click, you instantly capture and collect everything in the viewfinder. The true depth of her kit activates when you cast her Resonance Liberation, Vivid Memory. This forces Lucilla into the reminiscent state, completely overriding her moveset. Here is where the dual stance complexity shines. The scaling of her entire ultimate depends exclusively on which mode she is currently slotted into. If she is in Glacio Chafe mode, all her ultimate damage counts strictly as basic attack damage, scaling with massive basic attack buffs. If she is in Echo mode, her ultimate scales entirely as Echo skill damage. During this ultimate window, her standard attacks are replaced by a heavy combo called Tracing Memories. Landing the third hit of this new combo automatically consumes all the photos you farmed earlier to unleash coordinated strikes called Forgetting. To make her universally viable, casting her ultimate triggers her Deja Vu passive. This grants her special film or zoom stacks depending on her mode, literally allowing her to piggyback off your active on-field teammates. As your main DPS attacks, Lucilla will consume these stacks from off-field to continuously trigger additional Glacio Chafe effects or massively spike the active character's Echo skill critical damage. This is directly supported by her second inherent skill, remember, which passively expands her maximum film and zoom carrying capacity simply whenever she consumes those photos. She finishes this ultimate state with a massive interruption immune nuke called Letting Go to anchor her into your team rotations. Her outrow skill, Montage, acts as a specialized amplifier. In Glacio mode, she provides a deep damage amplification for Glacio Chafe damage against enemies. In Echo mode, she passes a massive Echo skill damage amplification to the incoming character. Her signature weapon, Framehold, pushes this synergy to the absolute limit. It boasts a base attack of 587 with a massive 46% crit damage substat. The weapon's passive increases her attack by 12% unconditionally. Furthermore, upon applying Glacio Chafe, it boosts her Glacio damage bonus by 12% for 14 seconds, while simultaneously granting the entire team a flat 10% attack buff. Now, let us talk about her echo set, because leaks point to some very specific pre-farming routes depending on her active mode. Currently, theory crafters indicate that if you're playing her strictly in Glacio Chafe mode as a sub-DPS for Hiyuki, her absolute best in slot will be the Wishes of Quiet Snowfall, set to maximize that elemental reaction damage. However, if you are flexing her into her echo mode for universal support, running the Moonlit Cloud set will likely be your best option to maximize her team-wide energy and attack buffs. Let us dive a bit deeper into what her actual team rotations will look like in practice, because this is what dictates her true account value and justifies that Astrite investment. If you are running her premier Glacio Chafe composition alongside Hiyuki, your rotational goal is to have Lucilla take the field, execute her precise focus ring timings to build impression, and cast her ultimate to drop those off-field film stacks. Then, you trigger her montage outro skill and immediately swap to Hiyuki. Hiyuki now inherits a deeply amplified Glacio Chafe damage window to absolutely nuke the boss, while Lucilla's coordinated attacks fire from the background. But what if you do not have Hiyuki, or you are a free-to-play player worried about pulling in niche support? This is where her Echo mode becomes a massive safety net. By switching her to Echo mode, Lucilla suddenly transforms into a universal amplifier. You can slot her into literally any team composition that relies heavily on burst echo damage. The fact that her zoom stacks passively buff the active character's echo skill critical damage from off-field means she will never fall out of the meta. You are essentially pulling two completely distinct characters for the price of one, giving your account an incredible amount of future-proofing as Kuro releases new echo-focused DPS resonators down the line. Looking at her resonance chains, Kuro is heavily rewarding high investment. Sequences 1 and 2 are massive utility buffs, adding interruption immunity to her precise timing mechanics and directly upgrading the multipliers on her outro skill. Sequences 3 and 5 serve as your standard raw multiplier increases for her ultimate strikes. Sequence 4 turns her ultimate into a crowd control vacuum, sucking enemies in while stacking an attack buff. Finally, Sequence 6 transforms her into a terrifying hyper carry. She gains nostalgia stacks that exponentially increase her final ultimate nuke, and securing a kill with it allows her to rapidly regenerate resonance energy out of combat. Lucilla's kit demands mechanical skill, rotational awareness, and careful team building, making her one of the most intricately designed resonators to date. But before you start locking in your account plans, I need to drop a quick warning. All of the early kit details, names, and mechanics we went over today were provided by the Seele. Because we are still looking at early datamines, Kuro Games could easily adjust her multipliers or completely shift her kit before she goes live. So, please treat all of this as heavy speculation and assumption until we get more proved kit leaks closer to release. Let me know down in the comments what you think about her insanely high skill ceiling. Thanks for watching, Rovers, and I will see you all in the next one.